As the dawn stretched its golden fingers across the sky, the villagers of the small coastal hamlet of Morro's End prepared for the annual festival of the Eternal Sea. This festival was not just an event, it was a spiritual communion, an age-old tradition woven into the fabric of the village, deeply revered and performed with fervent passion. The core of the festival was the hymn, the Waves of Guidance, sung only once a year during this sacred time. The villagers, adorned in robes the color of the deep ocean, gathered at the edge of the cliff that overlooked the vast, endless sea. Age-old faces worn by time and youthful ones vibrant with life, all turned towards the horizon where sea and sky melded into one. Elder Anara, the oldest among them, stepped forward with a grace defying her years. Her voice, seasoned with wisdom, began the hymn, and one by one others joined. Their voices rose and fell, like the very waves they sang to, each tone a tribute to the mysteries of the sea. The hymn told tales of the sea's ancient wisdom, of how it guided lost sailors to shores, how it embraced those who revered it, and how in its depths it held secrets of the divine. Through storms, through calm, to the sea we sing, our hearts, our souls, to the waves we bring. As the hymn progressed, the sea seemed to respond. Waves danced vigorously, achieving a thunderous crescendo before kissing the cliffs with frothy tenderness. It was as if the eternal sea accepted their hymn and in return shared a bit of its infinite wisdom, a wisdom that told the villagers of cycles and tides, of ebb and flow, of giving and taking. Young Marin, experiencing his first festival since coming of age, felt a surge of connection, a thread extending from his heart to the vast waters before him. Beside him, his grandmother, Maria, watched with a knowing smile, witnessing yet another generation succumb to the sea's call. As the final verses of the hymn faded into the salty breeze, the villagers stood in silent reverence. The moment was holy, sublime. It was said every note sung in the hymn would protect a sailor, every harmony would heal a broken spirit, and every silence in between would allow the sea's whisper to be heard. The festival continued with feasting and stories of the sea told by the fireside. Tales of great leviathans, merciful encounters with sea spirits, ferocious storms quelled by the singing of an old salt-crusted sea shanty. With each story, the villagers not only entertained but passed down the wisdom of the sea, instilling respect and awe in the hearts of young ones. As night embraced the village, the stars reflected on the calm waters, each a mirror to the possibilities the sea held. In that reflection, Marin saw his future, intertwined with the sea, guided by the wisdom of the waves of guidance. He understood, as his elders did, that the eternal sea was more than water and salt. It was a living, breathing entity that offered lessons, sanctuary, and above all, guidance. In Morro's End, where land kissed sea and day met night, the villagers of the hamlet knew they were not merely by the sea but of the sea. And as they retired to their homes, hearts full and spirits nourished, the gentle roar of the waves continued to sing, a lullaby for those ensconced in the embrace of the eternal sea. Thus, through the hymn and the heartbeats of its people, the lore of the sea would flow, timeless, into tomorrow.